again to join us for the 1-hour webinar. Later on, Dr. Chong will have a little sharing with us. After the sharing, we have a Q&A sessions. So if you are joining us through the Zoom, later on, during the Q&A, you can drop your questions at the Q&A box. And if you are joining us through the Facebook, you can drop your comments at our Facebook, the video. Due to the limited hour we have, sorry that we may not able to answer all the questions. We will select the questions to answer. So sorry in advance if we are not managed to answer all the questions. But if there are too many questions, we will still collect and reply you through the email. And today we are proudly invited Dr. Chong Yi Li, Assistant Professor and also the Deputy Director of our Institute of Postgraduate Study and Research. So Dr. Chong will present to us the topic of the most interesting about master programs, research mode. So this is a little background of the Dr. Chong. So Dr. Chong is graduated the bachelor degree at the economics under the UKM, and also the MBA at UPM, as well as the PhD at UPM as well. So no longer ado, Dr. Chong would like to invite you to have a sharing with us today.
Hi participants, let me share the screen. All right, let me start the presentation. This is about the most interesting about master program. I think quite a number of people are interested in master research program. Okay, let me first introduce to you what is the difference between undergraduates and postgraduates. Actually, quite a number of people doesn't know the difference between undergraduate and postgraduate. Undergraduate means those who are taking a bachelor degree now is undertaking an undergraduate course but haven't graduated yet. So this person who are studying university, pursuing a bachelor degree, this person is called undergraduate. Postgraduate means the students has already completed all the undergraduate courses and graduated. So these students are called graduate. So once they are signed up for further study, then the program is called postgraduate program. There are actually so many master programs that are offered online by many institutions now. So it's quite confusing actually which one is the best for you. So this talk is actually to give you some tips of whether the research program is suitable for you. Okay, at first let me introduce to you for master degree program, basically there are two types. A thought research master or a research, a thought the master degree versus a research master degree. Okay, which one is right for me? Okay, let us go through first. Okay, majority of the master level programs are thought courses. Examples, if you see on the promotion materials, they write normally this type of programs are called Master of Arts, Master of Science, okay, postgraduate certificates or postgraduate diploma courses. Okay, what is the purpose of this thought master degrees program? Is actually to provide you with more advanced skill and give you trainings to be a more a professional. Another type of a master research program, master degree, is the postgraduate research program. If you see on the promotion materials, normally they write it as Master of Research or Master of Philosophy. Okay, so remember, Master of Arts or Master of Science is actually thought course program. A Master of Philosophy is a research program. Okay, thought course is actually quite similar to the undergraduate program, courses that you have taken during your undergraduate study tenure. Examples like if you study Bachelor of Marketing, then you have lots of courses. That's why it's called thought courses program. Okay, for master degree, then you have an additional program. It's called research program. Okay, then what's the difference between thought and research master? There is a big contrast between the two. So you have to know which one is more suitable for you. Okay, research master degrees involve learning through research. Okay, the good news is this master research program have its own funding. They are grant sponsored, but only on specific topic, because normally the sponsors want deeper studies on specific topic. So that's why they are willingly to fund the students for master research degree. You actually need to check from the website which lecturer is holding the fund now, so you can apply. This fund is actually enough for you to pay the school fees. So it depends. Different institutions have different amounts of fund. All right. For this program, you only have to attend 1 to 3 courses or 3 subjects just to expand your skills in the area of research. And don't be surprised when you go to master level, then you find out actually your knowledge about research is too shallow. So that's why every institution prepare 1 to 3 subjects to shape out your research knowledge, so that you can know what to write, how to write. Okay, so a master by research students will more focus on a specific research topics, and you have to complete a large research project. Majority of your days will be spent on collecting and analyzing data. At the end of it, at the end of your studies tenure, you are expected to publish paper. Okay, we call publication, journal publication. Why this is important? Normally, every institution make it compulsory. You have to publish 1 or 2 papers, and sometimes that's specified on the ranking. Not just publish paper, it must be published at high tier journal, then only you can graduate. Okay, so different institutions have different requirements. And don't worry, you actually will be guided by at least 1 supervisor. So it also depends on institutions. Some they have 2 supervisors, some they can have additional, like external consultant or external supervisor. Okay, so basically you just focus on your own research independently. Okay, how do the university access your work, your research work? It's actually through a professional judgment. We actually carry out evaluation through like proposal defense, seminars, and finally is the viva, where it will be submitted to external examiner. Okay, so like in Utah, the external examiner must be overseas experts. There are at least assistant associate professor. Okay, so why we want to send to overseas? Because we want to make it as you are recognized worldwide. This is good for you. When worldwide experts are actually judging your research work, it is good. It increases your value, your research, and as a researcher. Okay, so basically, we only look at the submissions of completed thesis or dissertation. Like I said, different institutions name it as differently. In Utah, we call a master project is called dissertation. For PhD project, we call it thesis. Okay, so that is how we differentiate it. In other universities, they use it as same, no different meaning. Okay, well, what about thought master degrees? This is considered classified as master by coursework. Okay, so basically Malaysians have 3 types of masters degree. First is or 3 types of modes. The first one is research mode. The second one is coursework modes. The third one is mixed mode. So research mode is different. Coursework and mixed mode are more on thought master degrees. Okay, because normally you have a specific set of core subjects and elective subjects. So you have to pass all the core subjects and the elective subjects that you have chosen. Basically, you attend the classes, complete the assignment, and go for exam. So how do we assess a postgraduate student's work? You will be assessed based on your knowledge and skills that you have learned from that subject. So every subject has its own assessment. Okay, the assessment could be examinations, coursework or assignment, and normally you will have one final year project so that you can graduate. The final year project depends. Sometimes it is 1 year or only 1 trimester. Okay, so basically full-time taught master degree program is only 1 year. Part-time is optional, of course, more than 1 year. In Malaysia, as fixed by the Ministry of Education, the minimum credit hours for thought master program is 40 credits. In your bachelor degrees, 120 credits. For master degree, 40 credits. Okay, so that is for thought programs. Okay, because this talk is about master degree program, I put more efforts on explaining what is master degree program. Basically, when you take master degree program, it's different. Okay, you are not just aim to get a job, you aim to get the right job. Okay, why do you choose master degree program? Number 1, you write your own future. Okay, because in your research project, you actually do something based on what you are interested in. It is all based on your passion. You do something that you like to do. Why you want to do that? Because you want to contribute new knowledge to people, to environment. Okay, so if you have already had a research proposal in mind, go for it. Apply for a master research program. Okay, and the good things about this program also how you do your time management, because you will definitely facing time constraint. The amount of research work that you need to put in, and you will have to dig whatsoever sources that you can get all over the place, and these are actually very beneficial. This actually teach you very well how to do your time management and how to pick the necessary resources that can help you in your job. And also This one is actually one of the training before you move to the next level, the PhD program. Okay, next is the grade value. Why a master research program has its grade value? Because it is normally it is cheaper than third course program. Why? Because for third course programs, they are about you need to complete at least 40 credit hours subject. Normally one subject it has 3 or 4 credit hours. So that's why you will have about 10, you have about 12, 30 up to 16 courses, okay, or 16 subject, because every subject is 3 credit hours. In Malaysia, for third course is of course more expensive than research master degree, because for institution normally they count the fees by credit hours. As the third course has more credit hours, that's why it is more expensive than research master program. And furthermore, for research master program, there are funding bodies that can fund your study. So normally the fees, the fund they give you is enough to cover your school fees. Okay, next is flexibility. You decide what you want to study, when you want to study, and how you want to write the research work. Okay, and also you were all the while being assisted by a supervisor, at least one supervisor. Okay, so your supervisor will keep on giving you advices how to proceed to the next stage. Okay, next, make a difference. It's all about creating and discovering fresh knowledge. You develop new ideas and doing new things so that you can give a very impressive impact to the society or to the environment. Okay, so basically a graduate researcher is an inventor that can change people's lives. I did came across students who master students who study about cancer. Okay, so they found out actually one of the way to cure cancer is to get one type of plant which is down deep down under the sea. So she needs to go scuba diving and get the plant and do some experiment. So it is very interesting. Okay, why she want to do that? Because she is interested to find out something new that can help people. You find a cure for cancer is actually will change people's life. Okay, so you can see how different it is. All right, there are also some programs are actually working with industry partners. This one in Utah, yeah, we are working with our industry partners for engineering programs. Okay, some industry companies, some companies are actually proposing us and ask us whether we can introduce a master program so that they can train a new researcher which is very specialized in their area. So normally these types of companies are high-tech company. So they want to sharpen your skills only very specifically on this technique. Okay, examples like aviation technology. Okay, so the good thing is after you complete the program, you can work with the industry partners. That is what our industry partners intention. Or actually, you can work with other companies. The good thing is the relationship with the companies and the collaboration actually makes you employable worldwide. Okay, next is the wider career options. This research program actually paved your way into a range of industry centered on research and innovation. Okay, many companies have their own R&D department. Examples like Nestle, okay, they have their own R&D. So you after graduating with a master degree that is relevant to their products, you actually can apply for a position there. Okay, because we master degree to graduate, it is evaluated by external examiner, worldwide external examiner. That's why you are employable globally. Okay, because in many institutions we get external examiners from other countries where it's like a blind review. Okay, so if every external examiner say this institution students or these students has already met the minimum the requirement, then they will give pass. So that's why the value is there. Okay, next, transferable skills. Yes, you prepare some candidates to be team players, a problem solver, because if you want to end up your research, you actually cannot just work alone. You need many people to help you. That's why you must be a good team players, and you must know how to solve problems, and you must be very good in your communication skill. Most importantly, you must have an analytical mind and perseverance, because nothing comes easy. It takes time. Okay, and next, once you graduate, congratulations, because you are special. If for PhD program, yes, only about 1% of the population in UK and US hold a PhD degree. In Malaysia, I think lesser, all right? So a master degree actually pay you to a PhD degree. Okay, so completing a research program proves that you have passion, you are patient, perseverance, and a strength of characters. Okay, next, making the most of the downtime. Okay, right now everybody knows is a COVID pandemic time. It actually is disrupting the way you live, the way you work. So it's the best chance for you to spend the leisure time, okay, for a more meaningful research project. Examples: I studied my master program in 1998 during the economic recessions. Why? Because before that I was having a very busy work life, but during economic recession I found out I was very free. Okay, so I say, hey, how come I got so much time already? Then I decided to sign up for a master degree, because a master degree is an additional value there. Okay, make me more employable when the downtime is all over. Okay, so lastly, are you self-motivated enough to drive your own research work? Okay, gives yourself a chance to delve even deeper into the subject you learn. Okay, that's all for my presentation.
Okay, thank you for Dr. Chong. It's quite interesting sharing. So now we are come to the Q&A. Let me share my slide first. Hold on. So if anyone have a questions, you can just drop the questions to the Q&A box, or if you through the Facebook, you can have the comments. You can drop your questions and comments. So now we come to the first Q&A. Okay, as the beginning, we have the questions come in, Dr. Chang. So
yes.
Can we switch the campus later on in the programs?
Can they switch to different campus, right?
Yes.
Yes. Of course, it must be depends. As I say, for the programs, every programs have their own compulsory subjects or courses. Okay. Examples, if it is interchangeable, like you want to change from Sungai Long to Kampa campus for engineering program, if the courses, the compulsory courses is equivalent to the one that you want to transfer to, then you can apply for waive. So normally you would they're allowed you to transfer. But if it is entirely different, okay, like examples, you are studying a master in some arts, okay, under Faculty of Arts and Social Science, you want to go to Faculty of Business. Then we have to do the comparisons of the subjects that you have studied. Then we see the equivalency. If it is 80% quite similar, then you are allowed to transfer. Then we will give waive for that cost. If cannot, you have to apply for the new program, like going back again. Okay, I hope I have answered.
Okay, thank you for the answer. And for next, we go through the next one questions. So, how much word count is needed for the graduate? Means that for the thesis or the dissertations, right? Is it how many writing the words we need to complete it?
You mean the words?
Yeah.
The number of words, okay? See, this one you don't need to worry. We have a guidelines, okay? Or a handbook for every different programs. As I say, different programs have different requirements. Okay, so normally it will range about 100,000 words. Okay, that is more than enough. It's about 300 pages already. Okay, so far master degrees they will only reach about 200 pages like that. Okay, so don't worry about how many words. When you go through the programs, then you will know what you need to write. Okay, the number of words is come later. Okay, so don't need to worry about that. All right.
Okay. So thanks for the answering, and we come to the next one. Okay, from YS, is there a supervisor available for this specific topic?
What topic?
For the social psychology.
What psychology?
Social psychology.
Oh yeah, we Faculty Arts of Science, FAS, Social Science, okay, do have psychology program. Okay, so what we do now, other campus, you have to apply to the postgraduate. You send your application to the postgraduate unit first. It's like in Utah, we call it Institute of Postgraduate Study Program. In others university, they call it graduate units. Okay, so this center actually will process your application, and if you studies about psychology, we will send your application to the faculty itself. Then the faculties will try to find the supervisors that are suitable for your research topic. Okay, so so far no worry about that. All the applications came to us. We do have expertise to specialize to supervise the student, unless it is a very exceptional studies that we don't have the experts. Then we will tell the student. Okay, Tam? Tam, are you there, Tam?
Yes. Hi, Dr. Chang. So thank you for the question. And now next, there is questions from the Facebook. Hold on a second, yeah. So it was talking about if the bachelor degree, the CGPA is less than 2.7 or around the 2.7, is it possible to apply for the master programs?
Yes. Okay. Actually, for us, we call clear cut and non-clear cut. If it is above 2.75, is clear cut. Okay. Of course, it also depends on whether you English. We need the students to have some level of English proficiency. Like if your bachelor degrees was completed using English as a medium language, then it's no problem. Because like Utah's all our programs except for Chinese studies all are using English. Okay, so for less than 2.75, we will still consider your application. So what we do is we will give to the faculty itself. Then the faculty will interview, will call the students for interview, then to find out additional knowledge. Okay, like if the students really interested to study this program. Okay, and do they have the English proficiency level? If both met, yes, we will process the application. Okay, so don't worry, just send it to us. We will do the processing.
Okay, thank you for Dr. Chong again. And now next we come to the questions is how to apply for a grant.
Okay, that grant, okay, when every how to say, okay, when students want to apply for a master research program, so what they can do is first look at the website. Okay, the website like Utah have a special website to shows that the lecturers who are holding a grant. Okay, these lecturers will try to find research assistants because it is compulsory to develop a human capital. Okay, so you go to that website and see which lecturers are holding a grant, and the lecturers will write out what is the topic that this the grant is about. Okay, the student contact the lecturer. If the lecturer is all right with you, then you can be appointed as a research assistant. Okay, so then the grant the grant of course it depends on whether that lecturers apply the grant with this special allowance to the research assistant. Now, if yes, then that amount will actually be given to the students to pay the fees. Okay, so there is one way. That means you cannot decide what you want to study first. You have to go to the website and see the lecturers who are holding the grant, what are the topics they have there, and choose the one that you are interested in. Contact that lecturers. Then that lecturers will decide whether they want to appoint you or not. Okay, so you don't apply for the grant. And for those like say I have a topic, but there's no grant at the moment, no available grant for the moment. What you can do is you sign up first. You sign up as a student first, then work together with your supervisor. Your supervisor will apply for the grant. Okay, we do have these two types of students. One come in already have a grant in hands that can subsidize the students' fees, and the second type is they register first. Then they have to develop a concrete framework and work together with the supervisors to apply for a grant. Okay, our university like Utah do have we call seed fund, yeah, or name it as internal fund. Then this internal funds will help the students to pay the school fees and some money to do some research. All right. Have I answered you, Tom?
Okay, so thank you for the question. And now since you talk about sign up, right, is it? So how much money do I need to prepare for sign up of master programs? So maybe like we are focused to the Master of Research.
How much money to sign up? This one, as I say, different programs have different price. Okay. If you want to find out more about how much, okay, you actually can get more information from the departments of promotion, program promotion. Okay, like Tam is in charge of DPP, Departments of Program Promotion, right, Tam?
Okay, so talk about the funds, the sign up, right? Is it basically if you are applied to the master program, you just need to pay for a 60 ringgit submission fees. So and every the process is done, you're going to pay for the first semester bill. And for the master program by research, basically is around 8,000, whether you are the full-time or part-time programs. And plus, when you submit the dissertations, you need to pay for another 1,500. So you count up everything is roughly around 10,000 for master of research. So if you are interested in like,
right, yeah. Much more cheaper than the thought cost, right?
Yeah, much cheaper than the. So if you are interested in the like the coursework, and coursework is a little bit higher the fees since you're going to use the facility and the resources and different. So it's roughly around 18,000 to 20,000. If you apply for the MBA, there'll be a little bit higher cost. It's around 22,000. And if you're interested in like the PhD, definitely by research. So you count everything, including the dissertations, is around 14,000 up to, yeah, you're no more than the 14th. And if you would like to extend the durations, and each durations year, you're going to 1,000 additional costs. So that's for the fees you're going to pay. So
much more cheaper than bachelor.
Yeah, definitely. And if you compare, is it for the private university in Oman, the Utah is offering a quite reasonable fees for the master and the PhD programs. So we are now come to the next questions. And since we talk about durations, right? Is it? So what is the minimum duration to finish a master by research?
This one we normally we fix it for masters. We got full time, we got part time. So it depends on which mode that you are registering. Okay, like for full time for master by research, it can be about minimum 2 years. Okay, 2 years is very acceptable because you need to publish paper first. Once you send the paper for publication, that will take about 3 to 6 months for review. Then only that tells you whether it's accepted or not. So during the first 1 year or 1.5 years is for you to write the research. Then the next 6 months is for you to do the publication. So 2 years is already, if you can do it in 2 years, I would say congratulations. Okay, so actually by research, you don't need to come to campus all the time. You still can do your work. Okay, so you actually like study and working. Okay, Tom?
Okay, thank you. And we now come to the next one. Well, this one is more specific. And is there a supervisor available for this topic? Research on critical success factors of an financial risk management system. Wow. So
what financial what?
I repeat the topic here. Research on critical success factor of an financial risk management system.
Okay. As I said, I cannot give you the answer for everything. Okay. This one needs to go back to the faculty itself. Okay. Even though I'm from business faculty, if you ask me about finance, I don't know much about finance expert there. Okay. So once I am in business faculty, also in postgraduate center. When we receive your application, we will actually forward to the faculty. Then the faculty will advise you. Okay, from the topic there, actually, the topic is still very wide. It's not specific enough. Okay, we just want to find experts in that areas. That means critical. It's not critical success. It's more on financial. The finance experts in that area. To me, this is not really a problem. Okay, our finance departments do have. We have so many lecturers there, and everyone's have their own expertise. Okay, Tom?
Okay, thank you for the chat. And now we come to the next coming one. Is there any difference between a master degree by research and the research assistant? Perhaps maybe like I rephrase the questions because I'll talk about the master degree and the research assistant. In fact, do you mind to explain to us what is a research assistant and how do we apply for a research assistant when we proceed to the master degree?
Okay, like I explained to you just now, you have to contact the lecturers with a grant. Okay, when the lecturers agree to take you, then you are considered a research assistant. Okay, as long as you are being tied up to a research grant, then you are considered as a research assistant and you will get some fund from the grant. Okay, so if you don't have a grant, then you cannot be a research assistant. That means you can be a student for master degree program, but you are not a research assistant. So once you have a grant to fund you, then you are a research assistant. All
okay,
right?
so now we come to the next one from Amos Liu Ka-Lok. Okay, so what is the cost of master and do PT/PTM provide fund to students? So since just now we explained about the cost of the master programs, right? Is it the master of research is roughly around 10,000, and for the PT/PTMs currently, sorry to inform that it is not available for the PT/PTMs for the master programs. But as mentioned, if you apply for the master of research, you can consider for the research assistants that may may pay for you a monthly allowance, or you can consider to apply through the KWSP, or the so-called as EPF. And
for my brain, is the my brain still available?
My brain, there's a little bit complicated. Currently, it is yet to open for the applications.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So there are a few ways. One is through KWSP. KWSP actually allows the people to take out some money from their KWSP for further study. Okay. For master degree, yes. Okay. What is important here is actually you are not paying a lump sum at one time. You are actually paying through trimester. One trimester you pay one time. So it's not that I have to pay 10,000 one time. All right. So you actually overwork it. So if you are working, you earn maybe 5,000 a month. That 10,000 for maybe 3 years for you is actually not a really big problem.
Okay. So we come to the next one. Today we have plenty of the inquiry from the attendees. So the next one, in terms of fees, does UTA have any rebate or discount for senior citizens?
Tom?
Yeah, about the senior citizens. Yeah, So I repeat the questions here, Dr. Chong. So does UTAR have any rebates or discount for senior citizens?
So far, I don't think so. Sandeep, did you get any information about this one?
Yes. Okay. For a senior citizen, in fact, we do have a certain discount. And
good.
Yes, we do have a certain discount for senior citizens. So for this one, the details, you can send an email to us so that we can give the further information about this.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we do have it. Yeah, for senior citizens, and also not only for senior citizen. If you are the government servant, it is possible for a discount as well.
Okay. We also have discounts if you like from one company is like a number of keepers to sign up, right?
Yes. Discount fee if you have around five colleagues of the companies to sign up together. We also have a certain discount as well by a group discount.
Okay.
And if you are now under the company that have the MOU with UTAR, we also have a discount for the MOU partner as well. So there are still plenty of categories. So the details you can check with us through the email about what kind of the discount we do have. And for your extra information, if you are the UTAR alumni, we also have a rebate for you as well.
Okay.
And now we come to the next questions from Lim Chen. Okay. Hi, Dr. Chong. So does two master mode have big difference employability after the graduations? I suppose the master mode you are referred to is the master of coursework and the master of research, right? Is it? So, Dr. Chong, is there we are bringing any differences during the employability?
It depends on what types of careers do you want to go through. Okay. Example, some like myself, I was holding MBA. So when I was studying MBA at the time, I was surprised 80% of my classmates are actually from engineering. Okay, engineering science, also got lawyer. All right. So I asked them, why did you sign up for this one? Then they say, I must be equipped with different business skills so that I can actually reach the ceiling of the companies. So it depends on what do you want to be. Okay, what is your career that you are pursuing? If you want to be companies leaders, you may need to know many how does others departments works. So that's why MBA becomes. That is also reason why MBA was one of the most valuable master degree. Okay, if you very specific, you say I don't want to be administrative or management person, but I just want to pursue in my own interest. I just want to focus on my area, like study about career. Sorry, about cancer. Okay, so I just want to focus on that cancer study only. Then Master of Research is more suitable for you. So I cannot say that which one can give you more employability because it all depends on you. What type of careers are you pursuing?
Okay, thank you for the Chong. And hi, Tim Yunwei. Later on, we're going to show you the email, so you can send an email to us to ask about the discount rates. Okay, so now we come to the next questions, and since we still got 10 minutes to left, so maybe I will pick some questions among the questions that we received. Hi, Dr. Chong. So, do we need to publish a paper during the Master of Degree period?
Yes, for graduation. Okay, so we said publish is now you want to publish a paper. It's not that we are not referring to the publication itself. We are referring to accepted or not. Okay, so some research, some journals, publisher, they will reply to you. Then they say, congratulations, your paper is accepted with minor amendments or no amendments. But their publication may take maybe after 6 months. Okay, because every index, okay, they only publish maybe about 10 papers or 12 papers per month. So your one maybe down under, okay, because they follow first in, first out, okay. So it doesn't mean that your paper published only you can graduate. As long as you can show us the proof that the journal publisher say the paper is accepted for publication, then you can meet the minimum requirement already. Okay, I hope I have answered.
Okay, thank you for Dr. Chong. And now we come to the next one. And for the research mode, the master, still need to attend class?
Still need to attend class, yes. Like I say, some subjects they have maybe they don't need to attend class. They do have they call direct studies. That means no need to go to class. But different programs have different requirements. Okay, examples like for business studies, you need to attend 2 classes. The difference of the classes is normally for master degrees, we don't go by week, every week class. We call it module based. So normally one trimester, you only need to go to 4 times, okay, or 5 times. It depends on that faculty or the teachers that are teaching this program. So that every time it may range about from 3 hours to 5 hours. So rather than your undergrads, like every week you have to go to attend maybe for 1 hour, 2 hours. So that is the difference. For master research degree, you will attend the class maybe only for 4 times or 5 times per trimester. Okay, more on assignment based rather than teaching based.
Okay, thank you for Dr. Chong. And for the attendees, the YS, since you are talking about your topic, right, is it? So if you don't mind, later on, we'll show you our email address. You can just send the topic to us so that we can try to look after the supervisor to see whether who are eligible to guide you for the topic. And we come to the, maybe like we pick for 1 or 2, then we come to almost the end of the webinar. So Dr. Chong, maybe like we come to the, do we need to return campus frequently for the Master of Research mode?
Okay, right now it's already cyber-based, okay? As long as you keep a constant contact with your supervisors, you just need to update your supervisors of your progress, then it's already good enough. You don't need to return back to the campus unless the supervisors want to see you. Like me, I hardly see my supervisor, but we constantly contact through WhatsApp. Okay, so I need him or my supervisors to update me. How is the research progress? Then my supervisor will tell me, okay, I have done so far, but I face this problem. So that is what the supervisors are for. When you have problems, then the supervisors will actually give you some guidelines of how to solve the problems. Okay, so meeting the supervisors is actually not to say it's a compulsory, but you must be in constant in touch with your supervisor. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So maybe like come to the last one, so that we're going to end up for our webinar, since now it's left like not around 5 minutes to us. So the last one, the questions, and should we find the supervisor by our own, or the university will look for us?
Okay, the university will look for you. If you don't have an idea, of course you can propose. Okay, some there are also candidates who during the application, then they say, I hope that I can nominate this whoever be my supervisor. Also can. If you don't have, then we will ask the faculty to find one for you. So don't worry. You want to nominate also can. Okay. Of course, it is up to the faculty. If this the person that you nominate could be very expert person, but this person already very full, okay, so many supervisors, then that person may not want to be a supervisor, okay, but if normally the person you want to be approached as your supervisor, you have to contact that lecturer first to see whether this person agreed to be your supervisor or not. Okay, so don't worry, if you don't have, the faculty will find one for you.
Okay, thank you for the Chong. And now we come to close for the Q&A. And I'm sorry that because we still got maybe like some questions that we are not able to answer on air. And later we're going to send through the email to reply accordingly. And now we come to end of our Q&A sessions. Thank you for the Dr. Chong again, to have a great sharing and answering the questions for us. So before we go to actually the Android, so let me have a brief introduce about the other informations for you. So this is IPSR, if you see it in the screen. So IPSR stands for the Institute of Postgraduate Study and Research. So that is an institute that in charge of the postgraduate applications and the process. So if you are interested to apply, you can just send the application form to the IPSR, and the IPSR colleague will follow up the whole progress for you, including like the research proposal submissions or the other progress.
Yeah, now everything can apply online.
Yes. So if you're interested, you can fill up the forms and email us the form together with the documents we need. And online transfer 60 ringgit, the 60 ringgit submission fees to us. Okay, now we come to the next. Okay, these are three different modes since just now the Dr. Chong to mention the coursework, the mixed mode, and the research mode. Okay, this is what we're offering now. And maybe we go through a brief the coursework and the mixed mode. In case if you find that maybe you are more interested to attend the classes, so you can consider for the master programs by coursework. So this is the list of the coursework mode programs, including the Master of Strategic Communication in Art and Social Science, or the other like MBA in under the engineering environments or the mathematical information systems. Okay, so different programs available at different campus. So we also list out the locations of the programs. Those for the coursework mode means that you need to attend the classes. But now due to the COVID-19 the pandemic and also the MCO, right, the classes are going to be conducted online. So no need to worry now. So you don't need to travel since we are not allowed to cross over the state, right? So you don't need to worry about this. The classes will be online. So we will inform you if have any further notice that students is allowed to return to campus. And we do offer the mixed mode. It's under the Master of Psychology, the IO Psychology, the Master of Communications, and the Master of Chinese Study. The mixed mode means that you need to sit for the classes and you need to submit the dissertations. And for the degree, we do have a research in the different area, including the social science, communications, or the engineering, creative arts, and the medic. So it is not only the master programs. Also, we do offer the PhD programs. So if you are if you're having the master level degree and you would like to proceed to a further level, you can consider for the PhD programs that we're offering. Okay, so for those that interested, you need to fulfill the English requirements. you can either consider for MOIT or the others by IELTS or the SPMs, the UEC. So this is an English requirement that you need to fulfill. And other than the Master of Chinese Study, basically all of our programs are the English based. So all of the thesis is written by English, and you need to present, and the dissertations are conducted by English. Okay, these are general entry requirements for master programs. If you have a bachelor degree that recognized by the Malaysian government with 2.75 or above, then it's a clear-cut case. You can directly enroll to the master programs. But if your result is in between 2.5 to 2.75, then you may need to go through an internal assessment. Probably to be as writing based or the interview based. And if your result is in between 2.0 to 2.499, then you need to have around 5 years working experience in the relevant field. And in fact, if you are interested to the PhD, just for your extra information, with the bachelor degree in 3.67 above, you can actually apply to the PhD without sitting for a master programs. And not only for the UTAR bachelor degree, if you are from the other university and is recognized by the Malaysian government with a first class of 3.67 above the CGPA, you can also consider to directly apply for a PhD without sitting for a master programs. Last one. Just now we mentioned about first class students, the bachelor with first class, right? Is it? But if you do not have a bachelor degree and you do interested into a master programs, is it possible? Yes, you do possible to apply to a master programs, go through by appel. Example, like if you have a diploma level, a certificate, and you have certain years of the working experience, you don't actually need to apply to a bachelor degree. Instead, by a diploma with a years of working experience, you can directly apply to a master degree with appel. The appel A means that actually it is the assessment center provided by the MQA, and whole Malaysia have a different test center, so you can register to the appel and sit for the exam with the certificate, apply to the master programs. And appel C, what is the appel C? After you enroll to the master programs, you can actually use the appel C to apply for the exemptions for a certain subject. The exemptions can be your working experience or any professional papers that you earned, so that you can take in less classes during the master level. So for details of the appel, you can also contact us so that we can give you more details about the appel. So this is currently what we're offering and open for the appel, including like the MBA, the Master of Project Management, the Information System, Communications, Mathematics, and the Engineering Master Programs. So if you are working under, or your diploma is under this certain field, you can consider to apply to appel, even you are only by the diploma level. So this just for your further information that you actually have ranked by the THE that 119th around the Asia, and not only the THE, we also have a certain different awards. You can check at our website that what we actually earned. Okay, so for the last, this is our next coming the postgrad webinar, alumni sharing of the MBA programs. So it fall under the next Sunday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. the 31st of January. So if you're interested, you can register through the Zoom or you can inform our friends to register, or you can chat us for the Facebook Live. So as mentioned just now, if you have any further information or you have any proposed topic you would like to check with us, you can send it through the email, the ipsr@utara.edu.my or postgrad@utara.edu.my. Our colleague will follow up with you through the email. And any further inquiry, you can check with us through the Facebook, the WhatsApp, or the WeChat. And in conjunction, we also have the live chat service 7 days a week from Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. You can visit to our website, study.utara.edu.my, and have a live chat with us. We have the colleague to stand by to serve you about the inquiry. And see you again on next Sunday for the coming topic. And wish you all a good day. And now we now come to the end of the webinar. Thank you again for Dr. Chong to have a sharing with us, and to all the attendees, thank you for joining us today, and see you again on next week. Bye bye.
Thank you for inviting me, and I'm so happy to receive inquiries from participants. I was not sure how many will participate, but when I look at it, I'm pretty happy. There are quite a number of people who are interested in pursuing postgraduate study. Okay, thank you very much for attending the talk.
Okay, thank you for Dr. Chong. And again, if you have any inquiry, you can contact us through the email, the Facebook, the WhatsApp, or the WeChat. And today's the webinar, the recorded versions will post on the Facebook. So if you need to inform your friends or your colleague to view back to our the video, you can visit to our Facebook page, the channel, our Facebook channel, Utara for You. Thank you and bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.